Hi, it is the human operating system time again. So yesterday is a very fun day for me because I have a lunch gathering with a few old friends in Silicon Valley. Range from the director level of the big corporations here in Silicon Valley, and then there are some engineer convert traditional Chinese medicine doctor and qigong or meditations instructor, and some app developer who develop all kinds of software or app including the meditation software and so forth. So I was sitting down there for about 20-25 minutes, listen to all these friends talk about the mindfulness, the meditations, enlightenment, qigong, qi, all sort of good stuff, right? And they talk about the how this mindfulness, meditations, enlightenment, qigong, and so forth is increasing productivity, getting better EQ, and creativity, and handling stress, handling anxiety. And it seems that if people doing meditations, mindfulness, enlightenment, qigong, qi, all this stuff, one will here on live happily. Okay. So I was sitting down there, didn't say words for 25 minutes or so. And then a friend asked me, well, why don't you say something since you are into this? Well, I tell them flat in front of everybody's face. I say, you guys are trapped in the magical, philosophical belief of mind and heart, shortcut to success or living a great life. So I call that is a magical realm, because what they want is shortcut, and they ignore reality. Okay. So one of the friends tell me, say, people don't like to get tell that they are wrong. And I tell them flat, I say, I do high-tech business and we stick with specifications. We don't sell snake oils. We don't sell empty promise. Okay. And I look at the traditional Chinese the traditional Chinese medicine's friends, who is an ex-design engineer and now is teaching qigong and so forth. And I look at him and say, you know what? I think I better go to Costco. If I were you guys, I will better go to Costco to buy the supplement COQ10 if I want qi and I want to have all this this energy and so forth. And I rather to buy and eat and take American ginsengs if I want to handle my stress and anxiety. I tell them flat. I said, well, the COQ10 is good for heart, and then good for your brain, and then give you energy. Okay, qi, right? I said. And then I said the American ginseng, since you are a traditional Chinese medicine doctor, you know that it is good for handling stress and anxiety and so forth. So I rather go to Costco, buy those things, and take it, okay? Instead of going through all this, all this the sound perfect meditations, mindfulness, enlightenment, qigong, and everything. So I was telling all these friends this way, and of course People will get pissed off, okay, because of straight talk. But seriously, you must be kidding, okay, to think that the mindfulness, meditations, enlightenment, Qigong, Qi will increase your productivity, EQ, creativity, all this sort of stuff like in the Silicon Valley people promise the high-tech people. And it's just all philosophy and talk. So then you ask me, can you prove it? Yes, for sure. We can prove it now today, okay? Because if we do not satisfy the very minimum, okay, there is no way one can get all those goodies of productivity, stress, management, anxiety handling, and creativity and EQ, or no, live happily. Those for sure is not just about this mind and heart and magic chi energy or universe energy. Okay. So what is the reality? Okay, we are human, we live in real life. Okay. Let me ask everybody a question. If we don't eat one day, can we survive? We say yes. But will we be tired? Yes. How about if you don't eat for 1 week? Okay. Now look at that. Energy, human need energy. And diet is a form of energy. The example I always say that even Buddha, Gautama Buddha, had to drink milk before he went back to sit in meditation to get enlightenment. So what are we talking about? All this magic type of mindfulness, meditations, enlightenment, Qigong, Qi, all those kind of stuff. And that's why I told this friend, I say, well, I better go take the supplement COQ10, scientific proven. Okay, it's good for the body, and American ginseng, instead of wasting time on this mindfulness, meditations, enlightenment, all this kind of stuff, what they are talking about, or the Qigong. Okay. Since thousands of years, since ancient time to today, the reality is simple. As in the ancient time, it always make an analogy of this. Human is like a oil lamp, okay? You want your productivity, your creativity, and so forth. You need your oil and your filament, okay? So you want to be success, you need your oil and your filament. Now, the number one thing is that if you don't have oil, what are you going to do? Keeping thinking of how bright this light can be, and keeping pulling the filament and so forth, well, you end up dead. Once your oil burnt out, it's gone, right? So the analogy since ancient time, because there's an emperor went to ask one of the great master in the ancient China. So he said, well, you know what? I'm the emperor, this is the great master, and they say that I want to increase my productivity and do a better job on my governing people, and but I don't have enough time to sleep. So what should I do? Can I cut down the sleep time, the rest time, so that I can work more? Do you have a way I can do that? So the master tell him, he said, have you ever seen that the person keeping burning the filament without refill their oil will keep the light on? Okay, so that's in the Chinese, ancient Chinese records. Okay, now oil for us today is like what? If we use today's term, Oil is energy, right? Today's language. Now, there's no magic. Either one have the energy to support everything, or one don't. And how the energy come in? Well, as we know, energy come in from scientifically. Energy come in from two things. One need to have a proper balanced diet and a very good deep rest or sleep. Okay, that's how humans get the energy. Now the questions, the reason why people might think I'm really bad to tell them all, what I tell them, is because have anybody questions, can their meditations, mindfulness, qigong, whatever, bring them to the deep rest? Because we know energy is from diet, the proper diet, not eat junk food, okay, plus deep rest. That's how you charge, or how you put more oil in your oil lamp, or you charge your battery. Okay? So well, let me show you, right? We already have the concept of this thing, this energy. Right? This is your body energy. You need to have a deep rest to charge up. Okay, and this is scientific, based on heart rate variability, heart rate, and all kind of calculation. Now the question is, if you want energy, which you need energy, you need deep rest. Now the question is, can your mindfulness meditations, your qigong, your enlightenment, your qi, whatever, provide you deep rest? Can it bring you into deep rest? Now, if one don't even know what is deep rest, then one is in a serious problem. Okay? Especially for those people who practice meditation and qigong and so forth, because those are based on deep rest. Well, deep rest is going towards samadhi. Now, if you want to use an enlightenment term, okay, the qigong meaning, in anybody who do qigong, it means that it get into the state of quiet. That's how you get into the deep rest. Now, so hello, can the practice, those practice in listen to the APP or meditations, or all kinds of counting, breathing, and all those kind of things, get one into deep rest? Well, with all these friends I met yesterday, after I was there scanning or screening them for what they are talking, none of them talk about deep rest. None of them can do that. So there's a serious problem. Okay? This is Silicon Valley. Why do we want to mislead people? There are a lot of people which is in the 30 and 40s, have a family, work really hard, really stressed out, really in the edge of burnout and so forth. Why do we want to BS people? Might as well tell them to go what? As far as I say, I go to Costco, buy the COQ10, at least help me, supplement help me on my heart and my brain and my energy, or buying American ginseng or supplement so that it help me. That's reality. And I don't have to go through all this thing. Okay? This is called real life. Right? Now, speaking on the deep rest, well, let me show you. Because not every sleep is end up to have a deep rest. Okay. Now we know it very clearly. Now, if you look at that, okay, if you look at that, this is supposed to be sleep time, but you look at the stress level. This is not really sleep, okay. This is not really sleep. Until only here, it get into the sleep. This is actually wake up and right away get into the deep meditation. So it put the body into deep rest. This is, even though this is sleeping here, okay? So from here to here is sleep 4 hours. From here to here sleep 4 hours, but it's not really deep rest. It's maybe have some resting, but there's some stress here if you go according to this, okay? This is HRV based, okay? Over here, you see it deep right away, it get into deep rest. Okay, this HRV base. Over here, you look at the heartbeat. You look at the heartbeat. You see, okay, you see from say 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock, is this heartbeat, this is not rest, this is 90, you know, maybe this will wake up and so forth. And only at this time, when you get to meditation and deep rest, or qigong or whatever, it go under 60, the heartbeat. You see? It go under right away. That's how the indications of going to deep rest. Okay? So if you look at this, okay, this and this, they are in the same time scale. You see, this is deep rest. So one can sleep. If one not be able to get into this deep rest, then one actually will not do much charging on their energy. Okay, based on scientific like this. Okay. See, there's a charging there, the deep rest there. So, if you look at the really a daily life, you see this is sleeping. One need to charge the energy, and this is all the stress there, daily stress handling, and this at night. Okay, one go meditate and then just go bring down to the rest. Okay, so if you look at this, okay, it balance out that day. So if one not be able to get into this at sleep or get into this to rest, one really don't actually charge the body energy. Okay, so the question is that can one's meditations and qigong and so forth get into that? If it cannot get into that means it doesn't help. You want to have a mindfulness to aware of everything when we are tired. If you don't sleep properly, how is the mind the next day? Everybody know, right? So, for example, this is deep rest in the brainwave. You just go in and then it rests there and then come out. Okay? This is a deep rest type meditations or qigong. This is a very manipulative, like counting breath, keeping counting breath on, and then biofeedback and those kind of things, like holding your breathing, inhale, exhale, all those kind of stuff is here. Okay? Brainwave. So you know actually what can that meditations or that qigong bring one into the deep rest and charging the body energy. Same with checking with breathing. Okay, this is manipulating. Okay, this is going back and forth, going down, up and down, and so forth. Okay, this is the breathing per minutes. Okay, now over here you see the deep rest. It just goes set up and going down, and it stay there, the rest. Okay, so this is the times and so forth. So, unless one have this, seriously, one don't have anything. One can say, well, I want to sit in meditations while doing qigong and so forth, so forth. But as soon as one cannot get into deep breath, what good is it? So again, I'm not against anybody who's talking about meditations or qigong, can do all this good stuff, increasing productivity and so forth. But this energy, basic, need to be satisfied before all those goodies. If this energy basic is not satisfied before all those goodies, you know it is selling snake oil. You know it doesn't work. Because this is a real life, okay? And also, on this enlightenment stuff. Like yesterday, I just tell all these friends, I say, forget about the term enlightenment, okay? Don't get into this enlightenment, and they talk about this mindfulness, this Buddhism, and enter stream and all those things. Obviously, in the valley, there are some company, some corporations promoting this kind of stuff. So I tell them not to talk about this Buddhist enlightenment stuff, because I tell them, it's just a few weeks ago, I was talking with a billionaire whose name is in Forbes magazine. Okay? So this is a big boss up there, a very good businessman. He was asking me on enlightenment, Buddhist enlightenment. So I explained this to him. This is calmness. This is awareness. This is calmness. Okay? So I said, sir, he's much older gentleman, okay, much older than me. So I say, this is the calmness, this is the awareness level. Say this is the calmness 1, awareness 1 level. Now I say, sir, you are very successful and you are extremely pioneer in your field. So you have the calmness, you have your awareness, and you use it for your business, and you are very successful here, like a star, and you work hard. Without working hard, without all those calmness, awareness, and your insight, you will never get there. Okay? I say, however, this is based on differentiations. So meaning you differentiate, you can see, oh, this is great, this is not as great, all the details you know. Okay? And I said that because you're good in that, that's why you're a star here. Buddhist enlightenment is going the reverse way, the opposite way. We don't use differentiations. They use quiet. And then you have untie, get the state of untie, and then liberations. So that is the path to enlightenment. Okay? And I tell him, I say, you know what? If you decide with your calmness and awareness right now to turn back into quietness, then it's not that difficult to see enlightenment. However, will you do that? That is a Chinese term. Okay, Chinese term. it said, say, can, okay? Okay. The Chinese term, a very popular one, he said that, say, ren, can, xiang, si, qian, xiu. Okay? What does it mean? This is an ancient saying. He said, who willing to stop before they die? Okay? Especially for people who is successful. Okay? Who willing to drop the entire thing, go to this direction before one pass away? So human is always going here to success, and then that come, and then it's gone. That's how it is. So the Chinese have this saying for thousands of years. Okay, that is one thing. And also, once you get into the quiet and untied state, you will no longer like to pursue for all the success in this area. Once you taste the quietness of not attached to the sound or the title and so forth, the freedom, you will not like to get into this area where you differentiate, you compare who is richer, who is better, keeping learning to get better, those kind of stuff. You don't. You just you drop those things. Okay? So that is enlightenment. This is also called enter into the stream of the Dharma nature. So I tell him that. And so one must be kidding if one thinking, oh, if I get enlightenment by this mindfulness or any type of meditations, then I can have more productivity, I can more creativity, I can produce best gadget, best widget, the newest high tech. Forget about it. Once you go through here, you drop it. That's why when you travel into this path, you want to be, people will automatically, they want to be a monk, like Gautama Buddha. Once you see it, drop it. Because this is a delusion for them. The delusion meaning, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It means it exists, but it is a impermanent, temporary exist. So if I use my life, say 80 years, to chasing for something impermanent and will vanish, what is the point? So they get into here, enlightenment, and they don't chasing around with those quote-unquote delusions, those things anymore. Okay, but we human, we live in this side. Okay, we live in this side. So this is the side of enlightenment. This is the thing which we don't touch. Once we touch it, we cannot come back. Okay, so that's about enlightenment. So this is what I like to share with you today. Okay, think about it clearly. If we are living in here, okay, outward here, then as what I told this traditional Chinese doctor, Qigong master friend, and say, well, but instead of wasting time on doing what you're doing, I go to the Costco to buy the supplement. And then I go back doing my design. Okay? Simple as that. So, this is to share with you all. Again, the same rule. Don't trust me. Don't believe me. Dig the entire thing out and see what it is. Verify, screen, check everything scientifically with cause and effect, and see what I'm saying is a fact or not. And so Make a decision. Do you want to go take some supplement, COQ10 and American ginseng based on your medical support team, your doctor, or you want to go practice qigong and meditations? It's up to you. So this is for you today.